Homelessness remains one of the Valley's top issues, and tonight we're taking an in-depth look at what's happening with plans for a new navigation center planned to open in Palm Springs and whether it'll be a solution to that city's homeless problem.
News Channel 3's Peter Dowd is here now with a closer look at this controversial construction. And Peter, you spoke with people who are both for and against the more than $30 million project.
That's right, John and Karen. When completed, the new Navigation Center is expected to provide 80 beds for the homeless in addition to support services. But as the costs continue to increase, so do questions about the project itself. Go to the location for the planned Homeless Navigation Center in North Palm Springs, and this is what you'll find. Though it may look like nothing's happening, according to city officials, everything is still on schedule. They say residential units are currently under construction and expected to be installed this fall. In addition, design work for the reentry facility is underway, with site work and utility infrastructure scheduled to begin in July. The facilities are expected to be ready for the first residents come February. Plans for the nearly 4-acre project off McCarthy Road have been in the works for more than a year. The city's goal is to provide temporary housing and a variety of services aimed at helping those living on the streets transition out of homelessness. The nonprofit homeless services provider, Martha's Village and Kitchen, is currently in talks with the city to operate the center. Is this Navigation Center going to be a game changer when it comes to homelessness in the Palm Springs area?
I think absolutely. Let's say if law enforcement finds somebody on the street that needs help, they now have somebody that they can try to filter into this center that they had no place to send them before.
But from the beginning, there have been issues with the project. Neighborhood groups in North Palm Springs protested its location, fearing it will lead to more crime. And there have also been questions about the project's timeline, prompting criticism earlier this year from some city council members.
The huge question. Can you give us a broad overview of the timeline? And when will we see occupancy at the Navigation Center?
It is difficult to answer given the availability of products right now for construction and other building materials.
Jay, that's not good enough. And I don't mean that personally, but we need a timeline that is going to work. And there is no higher priority in the city than getting this open. I am very fearful that we are planning this thing to death.
The largest building at the center, Building C, was originally supposed to be a residential facility. But design requirements laid out in grant funding rules say that residential facilities must have windows and bathrooms. So right now, Building C is not included in the designs, but labeled future use, with plans to use it for administrative offices. And then there are the rising costs. The project's development team is requesting millions of extra dollars to offset construction costs and add services to the project. Back in February, the City Council approved $3 million in additional funding for the center, bringing the total cost to more than $31 million. But according to a new staff report, the team is now asking for an additional $5 million, which would come out of next year's general fund budget. If approved, the county would also contribute an additional $3 million, pushing the project's grand total to nearly $40 million. Why is so much more money needed?
A few issues, primarily like a lot of construction projects, supply chain issues, just inflation, cost of materials.
Greg Rodriguez is the county's Deputy Director of Housing and Workforce Solutions. He says the cost issues, which are listed in a June 5th Palm Springs City Council staff report, include bids for the construction were received in May and were higher than budgeted. There are also electrical costs and extensive infrastructure upgrades. Was this the right location for this Navigation Center?
I believe it still is. I think it would be even more costly to actually build from the ground up.
Do you anticipate there will be future requests for more money?
I'm going to knock on wood and say I hope not, but you never know.
I think that the Navigation Center was put into play without even knowing what they were going to put there. So they spent all this money and a place that does not work.
Matt Naylor is the vice president of Well in the Desert, which is against the project for a number of reasons. The nonprofit works closely with the homeless and estimates there are currently 445 unsheltered people in the city of Palm Springs alone, which is higher than the county's most recent homeless point-in-time count of 239. Naylor says 80 beds is not enough and recently wrote this letter to the city questioning why more is not being done to help the growing homeless population.
80 beds is nothing. And then if you have, if you're asking for a referral service, how are those individuals going to be chosen to fill those 80 beds, which is not even a lot compared to the 445 that actually live here right now.
Let me ask you point blank, is 80 beds enough for the Navigation Center, and how will those 80 people be chosen?
Is it enough to solve the problem? No, I'll be straight up, it's not. But it's a good dent, and it's better than having none that we don't have right now. As far as the selection process goes, there will be referrals into the Navigation Center through the current Access Center. It's primarily basically, Peter, on a first come, first served basis.
What would you say to somebody who thinks that this is the wrong idea?
I think that, whenever you do something like this, there'll always be some people who may have different ideas on how to do it. It's 80 to 85 beds that aren't here now. You can argue whether they're the right type of shelter, but it's going to get people off the streets.
The City of Palm Springs declined our request for an interview on the project until after the next public discussion. The discussion was supposed to happen at the last City Council meeting on June 5th, but has now been pushed to June 29th. Even so, the city says there has been no delay with the project. To read the city's June 5th staff report with a full breakdown of the numbers, as well as Matt Naylor's letter to the city, head to our website, kesq.com. Live in studio, Peter Doubt, News Channel 3.
A lot of questions remain. Thank you, Peter.